John Maxwell once said, "Successful and unsuccessful people do not vary greatly in their abilities. They vary in their desires to reach their potential." This saying is true. Each one has a different outcome because of how much they desire to complete their goals. Did you know that the stated quote is one of the most searched quotes for students? You might be wondering, why does this concern you? But if you are a student trying to do better or a parent worried for your kid's future, listen up. As parents, one wants to see their kids succeed and accomplish their dreams. As a student, one wants to finally be able to done school and go off to college or work. Why should you believe me? Not only myself, but others have followed these three focuses all through their educational career, and some even continue to follow them as their life goes on. Personally, I have seen results of the following 3 steps. They have gotten me to where I am today. One can understand that school is hard and stressful, and sometimes you want to give up. However, you eventually find determination to finish and eventually walk across the graduation stage. A good student needs to have the following abilities to finish school and graduate, because in the end, having good character, priorities, and striving for successful goals leads to a great future. First, let's talk about having a good character. The first important factor of being a good student is having a good attitude. What does it mean to have a good character? It is defined as a characteristic of honorable and ethical trait in a person. Having a good character helps lead a student to success. In order to have a good character, you should uphold the admirable traits of honesty, responsibility, and courage. Being honest in school provides you with personal benefits and can enhance your grades. People don't like to deal with someone who lies, steals, or is lazy, so being responsible with yourself and classmates is an important quality of a good person. Your actions determine what people think of you and establish one's reputation. Finally, being courageous enough to stand up to help others and those in need builds character. You feel good about yourself. Being a good student of good character is important in your relationship with your teachers and students, as well as your own self-esteem. Having a good character as a student requires a constant effort. Now that we've talked about having a good character, we are going to talk about maintaining priorities. One of the biggest concerns in high school is dealing with how to juggle with one's social life, school, study, time, and extracurricular activities, and a job. This is where one must stop and think about which ones are more important than the others. Maintaining priorities while in school is a quality that greatly helps in the life of a good student. Write down all your activities you are part of in both school and personal life. Think very hard about which ones will impact your life the most academically. If you're a student, you might want to focus more time on school than factors that can help at any other time. Once you have your priorities straight, write them down on a piece of paper or on a board and hang it in a space where you always see it. This will remind you of your priorities you will always see. This will also need to be accomplished and not pushed aside. According to Johns Hopkins University, a student often wears many different roles. Oftentimes, there are roles and conflicts, and a student must begin to make priorities. Students often prioritize academics at the expense of personal factors. This can lead to an increase in academic performance. Managing the multiple roles in your life can be challenging, but you can be successful. Now that we've discussed having good character and maintaining priorities, let's discuss accomplishing goals successfully. The last step in achieving to be a good student is accomplishing successful goals. Success might look different for every student, but a tool for achieving this is goal setting, which is a skill that develops over time. To become a successful goal setter, you will need to get to know your own work habits and motivations. Set long-term goals and work backwards from those to set smaller short-term goals to act as stepping stones. Then make a plan to achieve these goals. Break your work down into manageable chunks and find time to put your goals into action. Early in your high school career, try to identify the right balance in the course load for you. Freshman year is a great time to experience with different levels of challenge and subjects and try to find what's best for you personally. Try to take quite challenging level of core subjects that won't overwhelm you with stress, and then balance it out by selecting the ones that truly interest you. Your goals should be smart, specific, manageable, attainable, realistic, and timely. We all have to make choices. Think about positive and negative outcomes of your choices. Make sure you make wise decisions. Remember, your decisions affect you, your future, and they can either help or stop you from achieving your goals. In conclusion, I hope my audience has come to understand that with much dedicated work and time, anyone, and I mean anyone, can be a good student. Is school tough for everyone? Yes it is. But all it takes is one student's own determination to accomplish their dreams. For example, graduating and receiving your high school diploma after so many years of hard work. Anyone can be a good student if they choose to have the following traits to finish their education. In the end, having good character, setting priorities, and accomplishing successful goals leads to a great future ahead. Dwayne Johnson once said, Success at anything will always come down to this: focus and effort. And we can control both. This saying is very true. One can control to do better, one can control to focus, and one can control to achieve. Thank you.
Aurelio?